Hello, lovely listeners, and welcome to English Natively. I'm Margaret, your guide to British English, sipping tea in a cosy London cafe. Today, we're diving into the story of Sophie, a fearless traveller who came to the UK and got tangled in our quirky slang. You'll learn 10 proper British terms that'll make you sound like a local. So, let's jump into Sophie's adventure. Sophie stepped off the plane at Heathrow, her eyes sparkling with dreams of exploring Britain. She'd binge-watched Downton Abbey and thought she was ready for anything. But the moment she hit the ground, the local slang hit her like a double-decker bus. Let's follow her journey through markets, pubs, trains and festivals to uncover 10 cracking British slang terms. Sophie's first stop was Portobello Market in Notting Hill. The stalls were bursting with vintage treasures, old records, quirky hats, and glittering jewellery. She found a stunning brooch for just a £5, and the vendor, a woman with a cheeky grin, said, "You must be gobsmacked at that bargain, love." Sophie's jaw dropped, not just at the price, but at the word. Was she being smacked? Gobsmacked means utterly shocked or amazed, like you've seen a ghost. For example, I was gobsmacked when I got front row concert tickets. Try it, gobsmacked. Say it like you've just found gold. Feeling chuffed with her find, Sophie wandered to a nearby cafe where the smell of fresh scones and coffee filled the air. She struck up a conversation with an older lady knitting by the window. They chatted for ages about London, tea, even the Queen's corgis. As they parted, the lady smiled. "What a lovely natter we've had." Sophie thought, "Natter? Is that a pastry?" Natter is a warm, friendly chat about nothing in particular, like, "I had a natter with my mate in the pub." Practice it, natter. It's like a cosy blanket in word form. Next, Sophie hopped on a train to Edinburgh for the Fringe Festival, but when she reached King's Cross, the platform was a sea of people, suitcases, umbrellas, and grumpy commuters everywhere. A man next to her muttered, "Blimey, it's chock-a-block today." Sophie pictured blocks of chocolate piling up. Chock-a-block means completely packed or jammed. For example, the festival was chock-a-block with performers. Say it, chock-a-block. It's got a punchy rhythm. In Edinburgh, Sophie booked a ghost tour in the city's spooky underground vaults, but the guide showed up late and her torch ran out of batteries. When she complained, a fellow tourist said, "You sound proper miffed about that." Sophie wondered if miffed was a Scottish curse. Miffed means mildly annoyed or irritated, like, I'm miffed, they forgot my tea order. Try it, miffed. Perfect for those little grumbles. At the fringe, Sophie watched a street performer juggling fire, but a drunk heckler started shouting, causing chaos. The performer sighed, "Sorry about the kerfuffle, folks." Sophie imagined a bizarre Scottish dance. Kerfuffle is a fuss or commotion, often over something small, like there was a kerfuffle at the market when they ran out of fish and chips. Say it, Kerfuffle, it's delightfully quirky. Back in London, Sophie overheard two baristas at a coffee shop whispering, "Let's bunk off early and catch a film." She thought bunk off was a new coffee flavour. Bunk off means to skip work or school when you should be there. For example, we bunked off work and went for ice cream. Practice it. Bunk off. Say it with a cheeky grin. In a tiny village shop in the Cotswolds, Sophie browsed shelves of odd trinkets, broken clocks, mismatched buttons, and dusty teapots. The shopkeeper chuckled, "Just a load of old Gubbins, but it's got charm." Sophie thought Gubbins was a local delicacy. Gubbins means useless or trivial stuff like odds and ends. For example, my attic's full of Gubbins, old photos and broken gadgets. Say it, Gubbins. It's perfect for clutter. That evening, Sophie visited a lively pub where a darts game was in full swing. She accidentally bumped into a player's arm, ruining his shot. He snapped, and a barmaid said, "No need to get shirty, mate." Sophie wondered if shirty was about ironing. Shirty means getting bad-tempered or snappy, like, "He got shirty when I cut him off in traffic." Try it. Shirty. Say it with a bit of sass. Sophie's luck turned when she arrived in Brighton for a music festival. The tickets were sold out, but she charmed a security guard with her enthusiasm and got in. A festival goer grinned. "You wangled that like a pro." Sophie thought wangle was a new dance move. Wangle means to get something through clever or sneaky means, like, I wangled a VIP pass to the gig. Practice it. Wangle. It's a cunning little word. On her final adventure, Sophie planned a perfect day hiking in Snowdonia, but the weather turned wild. Torrential rain, a twisted ankle, and a missed bus back. A hiker who helped her said, "Your day's gone proper pear-shaped, hasn't it?" Sophie pictured a fruit-themed catastrophe. Pear-shaped means everything's gone wrong. For example, my picnic went pear-shaped when the ants invaded. It's the perfect word for life's disasters. And that's Sophie's whirlwind tour of British slang. From being gobsmacked in markets to surviving a pear-shaped hike, she's mastered 10 quirky terms. Which word's your favourite? Try a sentence with it in the comments. Loved this? Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to English Natively, and hit the bell for more. Until next time, keep your slang game strong.